with us in Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Been tough to find the end zone here in the first half, but the ball's in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Just a short pass to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Stone. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Tracy. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Got him downfield. There he goes. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Handoff to the single back. Got enough for the first. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. To the air, it's Lindsey. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Golden Gophers are threatening in the red zone. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll line up for a second down play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They punt it away on fourth down. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Under fire. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down